Oh, brilliant idea. This is, the world's largest fossil beaver is 8 feet. The world's largest beaver is only 2.5 feet. Almost everything was bigger in the past, almost everything. I need some of you artsy types, artists, to come down here and carve out of styrofoam or something, some of these replicas of these giant fossils that have been found, and then you can stucco them and paint them. We need a giant beaver. We have beavers right here in our lake. I'd like a giant beaver next to it. We have some giant styrofoam blocks. We can get a whole bunch more smaller ones, 2-foot blocks for free. I mentioned I want somebody who's got some art skills to make a bunch of actual size of the replica fossils that have been found, like the 8-foot beaver that was found. We got styrofoam blocks, carve them, stick them together, stucco it, and call it good. I need somebody with some art skills to make replicas of the giant animals that have been found fossilized. They found an 8-foot fossil beaver. I'd like a replica of that. Carve it out of styrofoam. We got a bunch of styrofoam blocks and stucco it and paint it, and we'll put it up on our Dinosaur Adventureland, on our theme park. We also need some talented artists to carve sculptures of some of the giant animals that have been found. For instance, today, the world's record biggest beaver is about 2.5 feet. Big beaver. They never stop growing. They find fossil beavers 8 feet long. I'd like somebody to carve a fossil beaver out of our styrofoam blocks. We got a bunch of those. Stucco cover it, or do something, make it where the kids can touch it and handle it, and put it out on our trail. We need somebody, we've been mentioning this, to sculpt some of the giant fossils of some of the giant animals that have been found. Sculpt a replica. They found an 8-foot fossil beaver. Well, I want that here at Dinosaur Adventureland. Out of our styrofoam blocks, and then stucco it, cover it, paint it up, look realistic. We need some artists to sculpt some of the giant animals that have been found. We can make them, we got some big styrofoam blocks. You can carve them out of there and then stucco, cover them, paint them up, make them look realistic. We want the 8-foot beaver that was found. Also, we've been mentioning we need somebody to carve giant replicas, exact size replicas of what they have found. They found an 8-foot beaver. Well, the biggest beaver today is 2.5 feet. I want an 8-foot beaver. You can carve it out of the styrofoam blocks we've got and stucco it like the guy did with our dinosaur out front. I mentioned a couple of months ago, nobody volunteered yet. We need somebody who can do sculpting and stucco or, fiberglass finish. I want a replica of the world's biggest beaver. Down here by our lake, we got beavers at several beaver dams, and biggest one's 8 feet long. I want you to make a replica.